Welcome back to Mystical Heart Tarot Readings. This is another update on Little Summer Moon Utah Wells as seen through the eyes of a stranger with the help of Spirit. Before I get started, I want to show you the list of questions that I have. So, you know, there's a lot there. I'm not going to be able to fit it all on this video. So I'll be doing a second video with the questions that I don't get. And I may have to do a third video. There is just so many questions that have been in the comments section. And I haven't been able to get to them. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. I may have to do the other videos this evening. Right now it's cool enough that I can go ahead and do a video, and then I'll go from there. It depends on the weather. I can't afford to have my camera overheat on me. The camera's the more important one because when I'm uploading, I'm not recording, so I can turn the air conditioner on for the laptop, but I can't do it for the camera because it's too distracting when I'm reading. And it's distracting for you as a viewer. So let's get started. And I probably don't have these questions in the order that they were in the comments section. Please do not be upset. I apologize if they're not. But I will do a second and a third video if I have to today. At some point. It may not be after this, right after this one, depending on the weather. Alright. The first question. The first question is, what does the young man have to do with Summer being missing? So the first card we get is the Page of Wands. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And he is not any of those signs. But this is somebody that's young. The Page is a new journey, new beginnings in how a person feels. So her going missing may have affected, most likely has affected the way that he feels, and has caused a change in the way that he feels. The next card, being the Hangman, represents a sacrifice of some sort. And the next card is the Ten of Swords, and it's in reverse. Swords being Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So this is telling me that there's a broken relationship. A relationship was sacrificed. A relationship was sacrificed, creating new feelings. Here we have the Four of Cups. I'm grabbing these to shuffle them so that I can get through as many questions as possible. The Four of Cups being Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. That could be him sitting on the ground receiving an offering of some sort. Cups represents our emotions and relationships. And this young man in this picture is sitting up against a tree being offered something. An offering of a relationship of some sort. And we've all heard of that alleged relationship that I won't mention names. So we're going to start with the Page of Wands and clarify the Page of Wands. And that card wants to come out, so that is the Sun card. So the feelings that this person is starting, the new feelings, is represented by joy and happiness. The Hangman is represented by, is clarified by the Three of Cups. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. It's in reverse. So there's some unfaithfulness there, and that may be why there was some sort of sacrifice. An offering being made. In this one it's a female, and this one it's a male. There's an offering, but this one is offering up, this one is being offered down. So the Ten of Swords, and it is clarified by the Ace of Wands in reverse, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. A new start. When it comes to feelings, somebody's got new feelings. They're starting with new feelings of some sort. The Four of Cups. The Four of Cups, and then we have the World card. Something was completed. Something was completed. And what I'm taking from this, the question being, what did the young man have to do with her being missing? Well, this is not the young man, because this is Wands. Aries, Leo, Sag. If indeed this card is representing somebody. It could be just reflecting the way that that person feels. Or discussing the young man. So if we're looking at just looking at the young man and not looking for his astrology sign, he's starting a new journey with his feelings, and that journey leads to happiness, joy and happiness. But with that comes sacrifice. Sacrifice of a relationship. Now, when I say relationship, I don't mean necessarily a romantic relationship. It could be friendship. Keep that in mind. It's not always necessarily a romantic relationship. There's more than just romantic. There's other types of relationships. There's friendships. There's family relationships. So there's a sacrifice because of unfaithfulness within a relationship. The Ten of Swords, which is in reverse. Number one, that could be Summer's card. She is Aquarius. A broken relationship is what the 10 represents, and it is clarified by a delay in feelings. And then over here we have the Four of Cups, which could be the young man receiving an offering that makes him feel complete. What does he have to do with Summer missing? At the very least, I think he knows what happened. At the very least. Alright, I'm going to move on to the next question. I don't have a timer going, so I don't know how. I've got to keep this down also because my laptop will split it up if I go too long. But I have a rough idea of how many questions I can answer before I have to end the video. So, the next question that was asked is, what does the flute player and a church teacher, what are they hiding, if anything? What are they hiding, if anything? Thank you, Spirit. And there's that 10 of Swords back out. There's that 10 of Swords. And you've seen me shuffle the cards. You've seen me shuffle and cut and reshuffle. Now, the question being, what is the flute player and the church teacher hiding? Well, the very first card that popped up is the Justice card. Could represent the sign of Leo. When I'm doing these readings, when it comes to missing persons, I feel like it reflects law enforcement, a government agency. A government agency, not necessarily law enforcement. Next to this the Justice card is, hope I didn't say Leo. It represents Libra. I think I did say Leo. It's not Leo, it's Libra. Justice is Libra. The Sun represents joy and happiness. Could represent Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Then we have the Nine of Wands, also Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Somebody is struggling. Somebody is struggling with their feelings. Why? Because of a broken relationship. Did they see what was going on? This Swords represents communication. Did they communicate to a government agency what was taking place in that house? And are they hiding from that? Not just in the house. We don't know where else things were taking place at, because we've had the church and the theater come up. So let's clarify these and see what we get. We know the Justice card, this one is related to a government agency. Let's clarify it. And again, we get the Sun card, which is here. They're both upright. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Represents joy and happiness in the upright position. Now let's clarify the Sun. It's clarified by the Knight of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sag, in the Knight of Wands in reverse. Joy and happiness, but through carelessness. And somebody is moving into a storm. Now I know some of you are going to pick up on the fact that I pulled the Sun card twice, knowing full well, or well, allegedly, because I don't have any validated proof, allegedly, the church teacher took a trip to a very sunny state. Did the flute player go too? I can't ask that question. That's yes or no. So I'll just let you know that ahead of time, because I'm sure you're probably thinking the same thing I am. And now we'll go with the Knight of Wands. Somebody that's struggling with their feelings. And we get the Hermit. Somebody under the sign of video. Oh Lord. Virgo. It's in reverse. A misunderstanding or a conflict of some sort may have taken place, and that's why somebody's struggling with their feelings. But the Ten of Swords, let's clarify that. Besides being a card that could be related to summer, it's also related to communication. And we get the Ten of Wands in reverse. So broken relationship, neglect regarding thoughts and communications, and also regarding feelings. So the question was, what is the flute player and a church teacher hiding? No, I don't think they had her and took her. I don't think that she was taken to Hawaii. If anybody has the idea of asking that question. I do believe they did contact a government agency. It's right here. So what are they hiding? Possibly the fact that they communicated with a government agency. And what was said to that government agency. Which government agency? I don't know. I just know that the Justice card to me represents some form of government agency that can handle legal matters or step in if need be. And we already know they did that. Somebody asked where the flute player is, and I believe that came out in another video. I believe, I don't know his exact location, but I believe the state of Georgia. Okay, let's see the next question. I'm trying to get through as many as I can on this video. The next question was, where did the young man's mom go after he was dropped off? Well, we have the Emperor, somebody possibly under the sign of Aries. When we look at this card, that appears to be a bridge, but not necessarily. And she's not in Aries. This could be somebody in a leader role within their home. A leader within their home. And then we have the Lover's card. Somebody under the sign of Gemini, and I can't recall. I don't think I found anybody under that sign. Although I don't have all the people in the circle surrounding her, surrounding Summer. So there could be a Gemini out there, I just don't know it. The Lover's card represents choices and decisions. And then we have the Two of Cups in reverse. Cups being Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. We know the young man is Pisces. There may have been a conflict with him once he returned home. She may have had a conflict with her son. And then the Wheel of Fortune, after that conflict, created a change. We're going to clarify these. There are people affiliated with her that there's a friend that she has, and I don't know that friend's sign. So she could be an Aries or she could be a Gemini, but I don't know. We're going to clarify the Emperor. And we get the King of, not the King, the Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, which could be her, which could be the young man's mother. So the young man's mother was speaking with somebody in the household that presents as a leader in that house. And now we're going to clarify the Lover's card. The Lover's card gets clarified by the Lover's card. It's telling me strongly that she had choices and a decision to make. Very strongly. The Two of Cups in reverse, we're going to clarify that. It's not often I get the same card clarifying the same card in the same position, upright. And well, there we have it. We have Summer's card. And let me go over here to the Wheel of Fortune. We get the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Pentacles being Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. And we know Mom and Grandma's Taurus, and we know the flute player's Capricorn. So the question being, where did the young man's mother go after he was dropped off? She didn't go anywhere. She stayed at home, was talking to somebody else in the home that is maybe a leadership position of some sort within the home. She had choices and a decision to make that resulted in a conflict concerning Summer. Creating a change regarding Mom and Grandma. So, what I'm being told is basically that after he was dropped off, she got into a conflict with her son regarding Summer. She didn't go anywhere. She stayed home, and she got into a conflict with her son. Next question. And I'm not sure how this is going to come out. This requires a location. Locations are difficult, but we're going to ask, where is Summer's birth certificate? Not sure how that relates to where Summer is and why she's missing, but that was a question that was asked, and so I will ask the question, where is Summer's birth certificate? So the first card we pull, the Three of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This card reflects feelings, rough waters, somebody's ship coming in. And then we have the Tower. Lightning struck and everything came down to the ground. Starting from, so the Tower reflects a change. A sudden change in which things have to be started from the ground and work their way up. The Five of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sag, reflects a conflict within somebody, within somebody's feelings. And there's that Two of Cups again. It's in reverse. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. We know Dad's Scorpio. Conflict. Separation. So we know they separated. I think it was last year. Did he take the birth certificate with him to Utah? I don't know. Maybe. And we're going to clarify these cards. Clarifying the Three of Wands. We have the Two of Wands. Aries, Leo, Sag. The Two of Wands is here we're creating feelings. Here we are, somebody is standing there looking out and observing, just as he's observing. We don't know what he's looking at. Well, okay, if I turn the card over, I can see what he's looking at. He's not looking at water like this one is. He's looking out over land. And let's clarify the Tower. And we have the Queen of Wands. Aries, Leo, Sag. The Queen has nurturing energy. This Queen is very nurturing. Nurturing after the change has taken place. The Five of Wands is being clarified by the Two of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. balancing. I see balancing, trying to balance their feelings. Pentacles could also represent something in the material world. Home, job, money, church, theater, vehicle. Something, they're balancing something while standing on one foot. Juggling and balancing at the same time. And now the Two of Cups in reverse. I couldn't pull that if I tried. You see me shuffle, you see me cut the deck, and you see me shuffle again. That is Summer's card. Now the question was, where's her birth certificate? I don't know unless somebody else is holding on to it under Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I don't know. Because we have Aries, Leo, Sagittarius here, 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 here. It could be at home. So I'm not quite sure. I hope I answered that question. When it comes to locations, they're very difficult to pinpoint. But her card keeps coming out and I've got goosebumps all up and down my legs. And it's starting to get warm in here. So I'm sorry I couldn't give you a better, more clear answer on that. Give me 1 second. I need to get something to drink. And when I stand up, it's starting to get warm up towards the ceiling. So the heat is moving in. It's at the ceiling right now. And that's my coffee, sorry. I'm still drinking my coffee from this morning. I'm going to do one more question and then I'm going to go ahead and end this video so that I can get it uploaded. I can turn the air conditioner on to upload it. So I'm going to do one more question, which puts me about halfway down that page that I showed you earlier. Let me shuffle. And this one's going to be difficult to answer because there's probably numerous people Who was Dad, Mom, and Grandma involved with? I mean, there's a whole host of people, I'm sure. A whole host of people. But I'll answer that question as best I can. Since I'm asking a who question, I'm not going to clarify the who's. The Wheel of Fortune does not have any specific astrology sign associated with it. Here we have a specific person, Sagittarius. I know of at least one Sagittarius, and that's the young man's sister. She's underage, so I will not mention her name. Well, I don't mention names anyhow, but you know what I mean. And then we have the Five of Pentacles, which we can look at this in two ways. Number one, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. We know Mom and Grandma are the Taurus. Capricorn is the flute player. I believe the young man's father, who is in another state, but allegedly brought a group of men, leaving one man there, which that person, I do not have his astrology sign either. The one that allegedly Mom and the young man's mother had a conflict over. The one that was allegedly in the house when Dad came home from Utah and got into it and ended up going to jail over. That was a long way around about going, so to say that the young man's father also falls under the Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, I believe. I don't have her information in front of me, but I do believe he falls under that as well. But also, we have the stained glass. So church members. And this would be the same. I'm sure there's many others out there that they were involved with. That may fall under these signs. But the ones closest to Summer being missing are on the board. And if we just look at the one card that's on the top of this deck, the King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. That will be the young man's family. I mean, that is his sister right there. I'm going to end this video here because, like I said, it is starting to get warm in here. The heat does come down from the ceiling. And I do have another, I will be putting out another video at what point in time. Hopefully later this evening. I will get to that. After it cools down. I might get to it after I run the air conditioner here when I upload this video. It all depends on the weather. But just so you can see, I got down to here on these questions. I still have from here down. And this on this side here, the psychological profile. Let me address that. If you watched my introduction video, you know that my career, I have a master's degree in mental health counseling and addictions. My career spanned 17 years. 10 plus years of that was spent as a psychological evaluator, a psychiatric evaluator, was my actual title. And what that means is I evaluated people as they came in to see if they needed to be put inpatient into a facility that I worked at, or if they needed an outpatient program. That was my job. Along with giving those people a diagnosis. So, give me some time to look at some actual videos of just Dad himself speaking, so I can make a proper assessment. We all know he has substance abuse problems. Substance abuse problems is usually because of underlying mental health conditions. What all substances he's using, I do not know. I do know that if he's using alcohol very frequently, he will need a medical detox to come off of it. That much I do know. And I know this question was specific to Dad and a psychological profile of him. I'm not going to do a psychological profile of him through the cards. I will give you my professional opinion because I do have that degree. I did do it for 10 plus years in a hospital setting. Not a med-surg hospital, but freestanding psychiatric hospitals. And I'm not mentioning their names, those facility names. But I did 10 plus years psychiatric evaluation. So give me some time and I will do a separate video on his psychological evaluation, in my opinion. But I can say with great certainty, he does have substance abuse problems, which I believe stems from underlying mental health problems. So with that being said, let me get this video ended. I do send much love and many blessings out to each and every one of my, I can't talk today, to each and every one of my subscribers. I send much love and many blessings to all of you. Let's all pray for Summer Moon, Utah Wells. And let's all pray that we hear something soon. It's time for her to come home. And I'm getting goosebumps. And teary-eyed. So as always, I'll see you back next time. Have a wonderful day.